End of Act 6, Intermission 4. Act 6. Act 5. No, you're just making this shit up, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. A Taste for Adventure by Seth Peel. Oh no! Jake, examine incoming message. Deeper sigh. Dude, where are you, man? Wait, which computer are you using? I'm not comfortable knowing my words could be hovering over Cage's clownish sort of gaunt face. Could you maybe switch back to Naked Blue Chicks as your exclusive desktop fodder? TIA? But yeah, I don't know if you just wanted a little solitude or if maybe you finally just got like a case of Strider fatigue. I could understand that. I mean, not to get all neurotic on you. I'm just saying, I get it. If that's what's going on, but for real, if you gotta sneak away for a few days, that's cool. Just might be kind of dope if you would at least let me know which planet you scurried off to. And by dope, I mean, I guess, considerate? Really, not trying to be a drag here. Wondering what's up is all. Want to meet up soon? I found a really promising tomb we could raid. Looks like it runs hella deep. If I've got the specs right, could run as deep as the Lion's Mouth itself, but without all the fucking fire to deal with. Wait, sorry, I mean the Lion's Mouth. Gotta underline that key shit. Always forget. Figure it should take a couple days to make it to the bottom. Only a day if we both limp and just fall the whole way down the stairs. Ignoring literally every sage warning we've ever received about those treacherous plummetation zigzags. Just tumbling on down in a floppy-limbed trance like a couple of puppets in a race arranged by some drunk gamblers. If you're into another expedition, head to Lotac and hit me up. Just don't forget your mask this time. The deeper we go, the worse it gets, remember? Could be some unreal grist down there. More puzzle shit, loads of skeletons. Pack your guns, dog. Lock. Jake, solicit profound wisdom from your friendly guide. Sigh. No. Oh, hey there, buddy. I nearly forgot. You were bobbing around over there with my emotional dilemmas. Fuck. Okay, so I have to do the Eridan voice with a lisp. Oh, please. As if that loud, heavy thigh wasn't so obviously directed at getting my take on your shitty, boring boyfriend problems. Was I really so transparent? You're a good man, Mr. Aerosol. A good man with a good heart. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. No, you bloody imbecile. I am not a good man. I don't have a good heart, and I'm not your fucking friend. I think maybe you might be the dumbest living being I've ever encountered. I don't even know why I bothered floating down this little grassy gulch to flip you the daily bird. I must be out of my already tortured pan to bother with anything out of you over-emotional fuckbags. I suppose it's true, you can be a bit of a surly customer. I don't hold it against you, though. You've always been a wonderful source of amusement and companionship in this desolate place. Wow. It's cool I amuse you, and that really gives meaning to my joke of an existence. I mean, wow, thanks. Sure thing. I'm just not sure who else to talk to about my issues with Dirk. Okay, why don't you give this person a whirl? Not me! I'm so conflicted. I've enjoyed our time together and all, the adventures we've had over the last few months, but as a paramour he's been overbearing, to say the least. I don't know if I have the gumption to withstand another round of needy overtures. What do you think, Sir Sprite? Should I put the old kibosh on the affair? I hate how you say everything. How can he stand you? Although, frankly, that prospect alone sounds arduous. I wouldn't even know what to say to the poor fella. You're my mystical guide on this adventure. What perchance might you advise? Alright, you want the Red Realm Council? Well, here you go. I'm of the mindset that when you have a rock-solid piece of ass tied to the dock, you don't bloody well tug the knot loose and shove the fucker off with the heel of your boot. But then another part of me just wondered, what the fuck is I just said there? Like, that was just such a weird sociopathic thought I had. I honestly had no idea how bad I could possibly feel about myself until I became myself, if that makes sense. Your bro has feelings to consider. He's not some slice of grub steak. Why are you consulting with me? I'm a disaster. No, I'm a disaster that sits its emotional pants with thick liquid catastrophe. So don't even come near me. Oh, Mr. Aerosol, you're in a rare form today. Fuck you, Jake. I'm not funny. I have no actual clue why you think I'm so funny. So piss off! I should have exploded myself the moment he spawned me. Every day I'm wondering why I haven't blown myself up yet. One time I think I almost did, then I just thought, meh. I think the truth is deep down I must love suffering. Just like you and what's-his-face in your train wreck of a mate-sprint ship. Stop! Stop! My sides! Your act is a little too rich. Thanks, buddy. This is cheering me up at least a little. Thought up. Oh, and you know what else is flipping bullshit? This hoax that you're implying there's no one else to talk to about this. Talk to a member of your own fucking species for a change. What about Crocker? Try ruining her day with your wishy-washy rubbish. You're right, I really should catch up with Janie. It's been a while since we spoke. It does seem like more and more I'm the one to get in touch with her. I do hope she hasn't tired too badly of listening to my problems. The last thing I want is to give the impression that everything revolves around my various romantic hurdles. Revolve around? It's a bit late for that, Jake. The flushed quadrant is a black hole, and we are all being dragged screaming through its event horizon. Just talk to Jane and never fucking look at me again for the rest of your life. I'm leaving. Hey, here's one for the road. Ah, there she blows, your favorite finger hole. You sure do love showing that one to people. It's actually become a vaguely comforting gesture. You know what you've done, Jake? You've ruined the act of flipping people off. It was the one joy I had left. I hope you're happy. Boy, howdy. Happy birthday, Janie. Fuck! Jake, pester Jane. Oh no, it's the G-Cat. Also, Nepeta and Fairy combo. Greetings! Oh, hello, Jake. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Not really. Roxy and I are just setting a few things up here. Ah, I see. I'd be happy to message you again later if it would spare you any inconvenience. No, it's fine. It's really fine to hear from you, actually. I was starting to worry you might have forgotten. Forgotten? Oh no. Forgotten what now? Never mind. Wait, don't tell me. Is it a tomb or a crypt or some such? Are you preparing for another grist-seeking expedition? Oh shit, did you schedule my assistance for the raid and I forgot all about it? No, Jake. We didn't need your help raiding a tomb, but thanks for thinking of us. I don't know what this clueless pair of damsels would be without you. Blast. Well, what the name of Willie Howard Taft's great tub choking bottom could I be forgetting then? It's going to drive me crazy. Can you give me a hint? Yes. It has to do with the day I was born, which was almost exactly 16 years ago. Of course, it's your birthday! Didn't you get Roxy's invitation? It was my understanding that she gave you and Dirk notice weeks ago. Yes, that's right, now I remember. The date sure snuck up on us quick, didn't it? Sorry, you know how things can slip my mind. The gourd on my shoulders isn't the steel trap it used to be. Nothing like the well-oiled puzzle buster you've got up there. Well, damn, looks like the egg monster took quite the spirited dump on my face this time. Jake, What? I feel so dumb. I'll be right over. Well, if you recall, the party's actually tomorrow. Like I said, we're just setting a few things up. Roxy's putting up some decorations, I baked a cake, you were of course free to join us early too. I just thought since I hadn't heard from you in quite some time, you'd better things to do. You baked a cake for your own party? Yes. So, I don't know, something seems amiss about that. Isn't that against tradition, or inviting bad luck or something? But I guess it makes sense since you love baking cakes. It's like a present you give to yourself. Jake, what was it you actually wanted? Oh, well, I just wanted to get your advice on some stuff. But since I've been a heel and forgotten about your party, maybe I shouldn't bother you with it? So, 16 big ones, huh? The old sweet 16. Last one of us to notch the vaunted 1-6. It's a big step. I knew you'd make it. I always said I believed in you, didn't I? Just kidding. The inexorable nature of time's passage virtually assured that you would get to that old that you didn't really have anything to do with it. I mean, not that I don't still believe in you. I do. I can't believe it's already been how long? What, like a year already since we entered? Holy moly, where does the time go? It's been more like 5 months. Oh, well that's still a pretty long time. I have to admit it's been a longer stint than I expected. Certainly one involving more downtime than I would have guessed. I really thought we would have treated to more action, what being legendary players of a mysterious cosmic game. But no, it seems the primary duty of the so-called nobles is to wait around twiddling our thumbs. I'm really beginning to wonder when these fabled heroes will arrive, and are they really going to be those who we have been led to believe? I sure hope so. I'd so love to meet my pen pal, dear old departed grandma, but as a feisty youngster, what a hoot that'll be. And with your Pop, let's not forget about him, not to mention the young Strider and the Lond relatives. I bet they're a barrel of laughs. I met them once, but I was too shy to say anything, then I got into a fight. Did I ever mention that, Jane? Yes. Many times. Not to say it's been all downtime and doldrums. Exploring has been great. Finding treasures, solving riddles, becoming better friends. I wouldn't trade that for anything. And maybe we're getting close to something big happening regardless. Every day it seems like more and more undead creatures crawl from out of the shadows. Bigger ones. Stronger ones. Does their presence herald something worse coming? Just as the legends indicate our presence heralds something better. I just wish we could actually kill the fucking things. Even the little ones could absorb so much damage before yielding any spoils. Remember, Jane? Remember at the start how we kept trying to kill them? We would all gang up on like one imp skeleton for an hour, just clobbering it repeatedly, knocking its bones down, waiting for it to reassemble and keep coming at us, only to finally be rewarded with a shitty pittance of grist. But I guess the silver lining was it forced us to explore ruins more often and scavenge for loot there. So I think we've learned a lot more this way. But it sure makes resources hard to come by, having to get them exclusively from chests and whatnot. Sometimes I wonder if we've been missing out on a really rewarding part of the game by neglecting to build up our houses. Makes you wonder. But it just costs so much. Better to stick to making more practical stuff, don't you think? Sometimes I wonder if the heroes had the same problems in their game. Do you think they found an easier way to kill the skeletons? Were they just as shameless as us when it came to splurging our precious grist on swanky new duds? Did the same enigmatic bard haunt their game? And if so, which hilarious dead trolls did he throw into the flashy blobs? Mr. Aerosol tells me he knows many things about the heroes because he saw them in action when he was alive. But he won't tell me a thing about them. These troll sprites sure do love keeping their secrets, don't they? That's nice, Jake. I'm kind of busy, though. What did you actually want to talk to me about? Actually, why don't we just talk about it tomorrow? Okay, we can talk about that if you insist. Really, Jane, you sure know how to twist a fella's arm. I just want to get your take on what you might call my own personal ultimate riddle. It involves Dirk. You don't say. It's true. I haven't seen him in a couple days. I've been laying low for a while, but I just received another series of pushy inquiries from him. Maybe I shouldn't be too hard on the guy, since he was probably just concerned, not having heard from me and all, but I still couldn't help but detect a tone of desperation, like he could sense I may be having doubts. This kind of thing has been all too common, unfortunately. I'm not sure it's going to work anymore. He can just be so needy. If only he could relax and trust that I won't spontaneously tire of his company. Although, the irony, I guess, is that his overbearing tendencies are beginning to fulfill his own paranoid prophecy. It's such a shame. We've had so many capital adventures together. I don't know why he has to be like this. He always was an intense fella, but in person, holy cow. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that he grew up alone in the middle of the ocean, and now he doesn't know how to deal with people without suffocating them? But then again, I grew up under similar circumstances, and I think I turned out pretty much okay socially. At least I hope so. Do you think so, Jane? Actually, it just occurred to me. It's funny he didn't mention your party in his text. I'm sure he wouldn't have forgotten. He never forgets anything. What with all his calculations in his computerized brain, both figurative and literal. I wonder what his game was. He invited me on an expedition without mention of your party as a potential conflict. If he sensed I could use some personal space, he was concerned that if we both showed up to the party, it'd be awkward. Or maybe he didn't want to mention he was going to the party in case it would spook me away from attending. Ugh, do you see, Jane? This is what his endless machinations do to you. Anything he says could be part of some grand convoluted scheme, and it just makes you agonize and boggle and wonder until your brain hurts, and you just know it's a battle you can't win. You know what I mean, Jane? Mm-hmm. Do you think I should just bite the bullet and end it? It's probably the right thing to do. Boy, I'm not looking forward to that conversation, though. It's going to be a doozy. What do I get myself in? What do I get myself into here? I think I've made a lot of mistakes, honestly. Not the least of which was getting this shitty tattoo, now that I think about it. Yes, I know we all thought it was a riot at first. I guess it still is, maybe, but lately I've been wondering if it might not have been an act of sound judgment. Can you believe that, Jane? I don't know. It's a real pickle I'm in here, but I do feel better just being able to get it off my chest. You're such a good friend, Jane. Always ready to listen to my relationship woes. What a trooper. It never ceases to amaze me how excellent you are at this friendship business. Where would we all be without you? In a way, you really have been the glue holding us all together on our adventure. Gosh, you're a stand-up gal. Oh, which reminds me of another thing that's been bugging me about Dirk. He can often be almost hilariously self-absorbed. Don't even get me started on when he starts going off on these long monologues about his philosophical gobbledygook. I'm not sure he actually has much of a filter when it comes to what others regard as interesting points of conversation. Not to rag on the guy too hard, but I guess at times I would just like to see a little more self-awareness from him is all. Jake. Did I tell you what happened to our last expedition together? Jake. I can't remember if I mentioned. Oh man, but thinking back on what happened, it's even more ridiculous in retrospect. Where do I begin? Jake! What? Shut up! Huh? Shut up! Did I say something wrong? Jake, please stop talking. Jake, I said shut up! What? Just shut the fuck up! Ay, caramba, what in tarnation's the matter, Jane? What's the matter? What's the matter? I'm sick and fucking tired to death of your insufferable blithering bullshit! Whoa there. You seem really worked up. Maybe we should just calm down and talk this through like sensible adults. Also, you're kind of going heavy on the caps there, aren't you? Sort of makes it seem like you're shouting. Just saying. I am shouting! There are literal shouts of anger coming out of my actual mouth, and they are directed at you! Yikes. Well, okay then. Can you tell me why you're upset with me? Is it because I forgot your birthday party? Because I do feel awful about that. Oh my god, why are you so clueless? I can't stand it! Really, I feel like a tool about forgetting. You know how I forget stuff. I mean, shucks, Buster. If I knew how to make it up to you, I would. If it ameliorates matters any, I am sighing pretty much the shucksiest Buster of contrition I can manage. It's not about my birthday! The fact that you forgot certainly doesn't help, but that's not it. See, you just don't get it. Oh, and could you please stop saying shucks, Buster? Shucks, Buster was my thing, and you stole it. I thought shucks, Buster was sort of our thing. No! It was my thing, but I allowed it to be our thing, back when you used to give a shit. But now it's just mine, and you can't have it anymore. Okay. Well, I suppose I could go with Shoot Buddy, or Fudge Jr., or maybe forgo an analogous catchphrase altogether. But I clearly stepped in it big time with you, and I'd really like to know what I did. Jake, let me ask you, do you even remember the last time we talked? Wasn't it a few days ago? No, try a few weeks ago. And even then, you messaged me just to talk about some stupid shit that happened with Dirk. A tedious gesture which you then saw fit to reprise on my birthday of all days, whilst considerately forgetting about it. And even when I reminded you about it, you still barged ahead with your self-indulgent relationship claptrap anyway. Well, I didn't realize it was so long ago. Sorry about that. Again, all I can say is, where does the time go? I guess I have trouble keeping up with everything I'm supposed to, which it would seem includes personal relationships as much as calendars. I'm not much of a leader of people, not like you are, Jane. I think when it comes to adventuring, maybe I'm more of a solo act. which, now that I think about it, might be contributing to my problems with Dirk. Maybe that's part of the reason why I needed some space. Oh, brother, there I go again, blustering about my problems. I guess I see what you mean. But really, if you wanted to talk sooner, then why didn't you get in touch with me? It feels as though I'm always the one to say hello to you lately. Yeah, that's because every single time we chat, you do nothing but talk about yourself. You never ask me how I'm feeling or what I've been up to. You just launch into your romantic problems, and I just sit and listen like an accommodating fool, as always. So I just stopped bothering. Why should I subject myself to that repeatedly? You might actually be the most thoughtless, self-centered person I've ever met. I can't believe I used to feel... Used to feel what? Jake, has it ever occurred to you how it must feel for someone to listen to her friend go on and on about his boyfriend problems when all along she just couldn't say because she blew it and it was too late to... I don't even know why I'm bothering to explain this to you. Never mind. Now hold the phone. Jane, I think I may finally understand what's been going on here. In retrospect, I can't believe I've been this blind. You're right. I really can be deplorably thick sometimes. Looking back, I can see how many of our conversations must have been a torment for you. You really should have told me how you felt sooner. Yeah, I know. If you told me you had the hots for Dirk, I would have backed it off with another word. What are friends for? Table flip. Wait, did I say something dumb again? Consarn it. I think maybe something's gotten lost in translation over our respective chat clients. Maybe we should wait until tomorrow and just clear the air face-to-face at your party. No! You aren't coming to my party! Oh, come on, Jane, be a sport. You aren't coming to my party because there isn't going to be a party. Go raid some tombs with your boyfriend. Go make out with him or break up with him or whatever it is your fickle, selfish heart desires. I'm at the end of my rope with you. I'm fed up with your stupid movies and your stupid adventures and your stupid old-timey charms and your stupid, dashing good looks. Who needs any of it? I say, Jane, before you do anything rash, oh, will you please just shut the fuck up, Buster? Poff. Stump. Jane. Yo, Janie, you okay there? I will be peachy fucking keen once I stomp this novelty mustache headset into oblivion, and not a moment sooner. Oh, this has to be a Sprite log, because they don't technically have Gifted the Gab, so Fafetta Sprite has to be here. Janie, that ain't a reasonable thing you said. Au contraire, I believe you will find that once this piece of shit has been reduced to subatomic particles, we will all come out smelling like fucking roses. Jane, stop it. You're upsetting Fafetta. Just think of Fafetta is all I'm asking. Poor Fafetta. Oh, poor Fafetta, my sweet patootie. You and I both know Fafetta has had to deal with garbage from jerk-off boys before, so don't give me this poor Fafetta shit. Oh, yeah, my girl Fafetta knows what's up. She's been around the D-bag block a time or two. Am I right, Fafetta? Just emojis, I see. Shit, yes, give me a paw bump. Bump. Jane, you want in this action? Come give us a fist full of sugar. Complete the three-way for max girl power. And solidarity against dumb dudes. Janie, geez, don't leave us hanging here. Sigh. Fine. Jane, that was the piss-poorest paw bump I've ever seen. That was like a negative bump. We are going to have a bump long and hard into the night to dig us out of this fucking bump hole you dug us into. With that tragic bump, that bump was like Shakespearean. Makes me want to weep softly and leave a bouquet somewhere. Someone plays a sad trump in the distance. Look, Fafetta just sniffled a little at how sad that bump was. Shush! Okay, God was trying to cheer you up. Take your mind off whatever the hell that was. You weren't seriously about calling off the party, were you? Here, let me just get the chess guys to help put the table back on the roof and maybe salvage the cake out of that sand dune over there. And nope, the chess guys just finished eating it. Let's just make another... No, I was serious. I'm not in the mood for a party anymore. So it sounds like you got jaked. Why yes. That is the face of a girl who just got Englished with extreme prejudice. He was a blockhead and forgot your birthday, didn't he? I'm sorry, Jane. Yeah, me too. Can we maybe not rehash the whole terrible conversation, though? Yeah, we don't have to. Just maybe try not to hold whatever dumb shit he said against him forever. That's just, like, how the guy is. It's like, he doesn't mean to be a douche, but it's just kind of a byproduct of the whole ridiculous Jake English experience. Like his dunk-ass shenanigans leave behind a residue that looks like a douche, tastes like douche, but ain't the real thing. Like, douche substitute. I can't believe it's not douche. I'm trying to say not terrible things about him in hopes that you don't start hating each other, but I guess this isn't what you want to hear now. So, yeah, I guess Jake's dumping Dirk soon. Haha, like, Writing wasn't on the wall with those two from day one. Poor Dirk. I've wanted to say something to prepare him for that, but never had the heart to bring it up, I guess. What can you do? Hey, but the silver lining is, I mean, if you can forgive him for shitting on you B-Day and stuff, maybe this is finally your chance to make a play for the J-Man. Roxy, please. As if that isn't the furthest thing from my mind right now. I'm so done with that whole train of thought. So you really think you're just completely over him? Yes, sirree. If Jake's the rainbow, then just call me a little house from Kansas. Whee! Wait, really? As in, like, you don't give a shit if he dates anybody, or? I see. Interesting. Wait, what? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Nothing. It was just a joke. Was it really? Okay, maybe not a total joke, but still mostly a joke. I'm only trying to, I don't know. Roxy, I get you're trying to make me feel better, but a lot of things you're saying here aren't really helping. Do you even realize what you're saying half the time? I think I liked you better when you were drinking. Jane, don't say that. I had a problem. Okay, yeah. I was way out of line there, I'm sorry. That stupid conversation with Jake just pushed me over some kind of edge, and now I'm feeling really, really distraught. This game is so much more depressing than I thought it would be. Everything's dead and empty and full of graves, and we're all supposed to be all we're supposed to do is just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. But for how much longer? And I still don't know where my dad is. And you still haven't been able to reach out to Calliope. And what if they're both... And now on top of all that, I may have permanently destroyed my friendship with Jake. And now I just want to be alone. Jane, wait. I have to go. Where are you going? Jane. Abscond. Last Scamper, youth roll. Wait, hold on. What was that one in the center? Acrobatic fucking pirouette. Nice, abscond. Home. Good lord. All my friends are being disasters. Well, looks like it's just us. Party night with G-Cat and Fafetta. Fafetta? Oh, dang it. Hey, you know I could use some support there. Where was all that profound shipping expertise when we really needed it? Usually I can barely shut you up, girl. Maybe you just clammed up all the drama. You'd have loved that pun. The one I just said about the clams. Ah, it's okay. You have enough drama in your lives. You deserve rest. Good night, sweet princess. Scritch, scritch, purr, glub. So, G-Cat, I guess that just leaves the two of us. Wow, this is great. You gonna behave yourself? Not do anything too vexing or Cheshire Catty, I hope? Oh, motherfuck. Welcome to Dearth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jane. Ollie outie. Pachoo. Oh, that's a big bony beast. And another one. Oh no. Jane. Answer. Next time.